today. From Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers taking on Russell Wilson and the Seahawks.
Host of Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016. There's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
The 49er offense about to go to work, and it's Jimmy Garoppolo, Charles, at quarterback.
And when Jimmy Garoppolo came out of Eastern Illinois, many people saw a strong-arm guy, well-schooled in the passing game, who needed a little bit of time to develop and reach his potential. Starting to go in that direction right now. A former linebacker in high school, he plays the game with a lot of toughness.
Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang. But it's second down.
There defensively.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
3rd down and 10.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. Oh, that's just not fair. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down and then some. Give them 29 yards. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
A first carry now for Jordan Howard. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He'll find Moreau here.
Garoppolo
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 on the Seahawks 31-yard line.
Garoppolo now completes it to the tight end Kittle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. In last week's game for Kittle, there are the numbers. 5 catches, 54 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers drive right. A 10-play drive that time. And to cap it off, a touchdown run of 20 yards. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Seattle's first go on offense forthcoming. And under center, of course, Russell Wilson.
I'm absolutely eager to watch him play in this game because here we are, week 15. Not a lot of games left down the stretch. But will he get outside of himself, trying to make huge plays in order to try and win an MVP? Because he's not in the #1 spot right now.
No, he's not. I think everyone consensus thinks that way. You hope he doesn't get outside of himself right now, though, because that could really get their offense out of sync. And it's been in sync most of this year. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed. 4th down now as San Fran's defense is strong in coverage. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. They run with Howard. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Seahawks, 43 yards.
To throw is Garoppolo toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle. It's tight end, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And going Ayuk again. This time he's got him. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the line.
At the 25-yard line.
On first down, Garoppolo. A try and for Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now it's Carson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 4. And this.
Play action. Now Wilson sliding out of the pocket. Going for Metcalf on the deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And he knocks it through. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the side. Look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A gain of 5.
This is Carson. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play action. It's Wilson. Rolling to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that to 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that...
It's caught at the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, you know, those big defensive linemen, can he get the ball over him? But you get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25.
Garoppolo looks to throw. That's complete to his receiver. 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. On the slant, able to find Ayuk. 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers are back within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half and find something that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Harris to return it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Seattle.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening. We start our tour up at M&T Bank Stadium. Baltimore playing host to Arizona. And it's the Ravens out in front as that game moves towards halftime. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Chris Godwin up over 100 yards receiving with 2 touchdown grabs. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. The Steelers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. In our game has been Russell Wilson, who was dynamic, as usual, in that first half. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game, as we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing.
Chris Carson, the intended receiver. That takes us from second to third down.
And 8 yards to go.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right. That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the shotgun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Wilson will throw again. And it's caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 30-yard line.
Now Howard. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Garoppolo sacked.
That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
DK Metcalf of the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when
that's caught inside the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Carson. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They run it with Carson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And it's a second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
kickoff for Seattle.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
It certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
Garoppolo now, first down throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And no, it's incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Dre Greenlaw on the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 20-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They run again with Carson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage.
And
The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
They go play action now. Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it's going to be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Wilson escaping the pressure right. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So the ref makes a call, no touchdown there, wipe it off the board. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. To throw again is Wilson.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now here's Johnson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Garoppolo on first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's... intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
Intercepted by the Seahawks. They'll take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll return home next week.